Welcome to the Travel Scouts deal page. My name is Jason and I have a great cruise deal to make you aware of. You could literally save thousands of dollars. Kelly and I have reserved some space on Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas cruise ship. And from when we locked in these room rates until now, the prices, they have skyrocketed. So the rooms that we have, they will save you between $400 per person at a minimum, all the way up to $1,300 per person. And more than likely, the savings will be closer to the top end of that, plus we have some other benefits as well that I will share with you. Okay, I have my notes pulled up here in front of me that I will be referencing. Let's start by talking about the ship. The ship is the Allure of the Seas. It is part of Royal Caribbean's Oasis class, which is one of the largest cruise ships in the world, and it's also a very popular class of ships. Now, the great thing about the Allure of the Seas is that it just completed its dry dock process in April of this year. It went through Royal Caribbean's amplification process, where it had $100 million worth of upgrades. So the great thing about this cruise is that the ship you're going on, it is a like new cruise ship. Next, let's talk about the date for this cruise. This sailing begins on May 2nd of 2026 and it goes through May 10th. So this is an 8-night voyage and it is a terrific time to go. For one, most of the schools, they're not out yet. So you're able to get on this cruise prior to that big flood of kids and families that come on the sailings for the summer. Also, this is pre-hurricane season. Hurricane season, that begins in June. So in May, it's before you get into any of that. It is a great time frame to go on a cruise. Now, if you're looking for a good cruise, it's not only about the ship, it's also nice to have a good itinerary. And when Kelly and I, when we were scouting out this particular cruise, we love the itinerary. We've already mentioned that it's an 8-day voyage. And on this voyage, you have 3 days at sea. So on this large ship, it's plenty of time to be able to explore and check out the different areas. You also get to visit 4 ports of call. So let's check those out. One port that you're going to be visiting is St. Kitts, and if you get feedback on the various ports of the Caribbean like we do, a lot of people really love St. Kitts. You also get to visit St. Maarten. Now, St. Maarten, it is an iconic port in the Caribbean. This is the one where you can be out on the beach and you have the aircraft from the airport are flying in directly overhead, so it's a great place to get that photo and be able to say that you've been there and done that. You will also get to visit St. Thomas, and St. Thomas is a top-rated port. Whenever you do surveys and the such, you will find that a lot of people put St. Thomas as their favorite port of call to visit. And then lastly, you visit Nassau in the Bahamas. Now, a lot of avid cruisers, we've been to Nassau so many times, a lot of people are like, oh no, Nassau again. But keep in mind, this is with Royal Caribbean, and Royal Caribbean is opening up their new beach club in Nassau in December of this year. So they're gonna have, a couple months to get their kinks worked out and get all their staff trained up. And this cruise is going in May. So about 5 months in, 5-6 months in after that opens, and you'll be able to check out that beach club if you want to do so. Now let's get into the value part. Let's talk about the prices. Kelly and I, we have 3 different cabin types reserved. The first of those is the interior cabin. The price we locked in for our interior cabins are $1,045.73 per person. We have those located on decks 3, decks 6 through 12, and 14 on the forward, midship, and aft of the ship. Now, if you look at Royal Caribbean's website today, on the day of this recording, you will find that they have guaranteed interior cabins priced at $1,432 per person. Now, if you're not familiar with what a guaranteed cabin is, it means that they're going to get you into an interior cabin, but they're going to put you where they want you. So you're going to get what's left over. What others did not pick, Royal Caribbean picks it, and that can be risky. So that is the cheapest price that they have. And even with that, it is nearly $400 per person above what we have already locked in and reserved where you get to pick the room. Royal Caribbean's price to select your interior cabin, which is comparable to what we have, is priced at $1,618 per person. So that's nearly $600 above what we have locked in. So even with an interior, with 2 people going on the cruise, you're going to save anywhere between $800 and $1,200 total. So that is substantial savings. And the savings, it gets even bigger if you want to book an ocean view balcony. It is really important to understand when you're booking a balcony cabin with Royal Caribbean that a lot of their balconies, they are inward facing and they're not looking toward the ocean at all. If you want to book an ocean view balcony on this sailing, we have 2 different types available. We have them located on the forward or aft of the ship for $1,447.73 per person. And we have them located at midship for $1,716.73 per person. When you look on Royal Caribbean's website, they have their guaranteed ocean view balconies priced at $1,963 per person for starters. Now, with that guaranteed balcony, that could be anywhere on the ship. Again, it is the leftovers. It could even have an obstructed view. That is their absolute rock bottom price. And even with that, that is still between $200 and $500 per person, more than what we have locked in, and you get to select your cabin. Royal Caribbean's price to select your own ocean view balcony, which is the equivalency of what we have locked in, it is priced at a whopping $2,740 per person. So that is between $1,000 and $1,300 per person more than what we have reserved. So you would literally be saving thousands. Kelly and I, we are very excited about these rates that we have locked in. So that's why we wanted to share this with you. Now, a few notes with them. One, these are for double occupancy. So this doesn't apply if you wanted to bring a third or fourth person with you. Those rates would not be available to them. And the second thing is if you are a solo cruiser, unfortunately, it would require a solo supplement. So with this cruise, so far we have a great ship, we have a great itinerary, we have huge savings. Now let's talk about those extras that I mentioned that we would have as well. In addition to the savings we already mentioned through the reduced cruise fare, you would also be receiving $50 of onboard credit per stateroom, so that is some added value that we can provide. The second extra that we have available with these is that if you decided to book one of these cabins, you could do so with a $500 refundable deposit. Now, whenever you book, not all deposits are refundable, but whenever we reserved this block of rooms, we were able to get it to where they were. Now, one thing I want to make clear is that I am by no means trying to push these with some sort of sales tactics on you for these cruises. We are pretty excited because based upon Royal Caribbean's prices that they currently have and what we've locked in, there's just such a huge difference. But if this is not the kind of ship you would normally go on, not the type of itinerary or time frame, look, take the cruises you would go on, nothing but respect for that. But if this fits, we just want to make you aware that this is available. If this is the type of cruise that you're interested in, let me talk very briefly about the booking process. Here on the screen, I have a QR code. So if you take out your phone, go to the camera app, and you scan that, it will take you to a landing page. Now, if you don't want to use your phone, use the QR code. Also, down in the video description, I will put a link and I will pin a comment that has a link as well. You can do any of those. It's going to take you to the same place, a landing page that has the basic information about the cruise, the same stuff I just shared with you about the ship itinerary, dates, and all of that. On that landing page, you will see a Book Now button. When you click that, it will take you to a page where you enter your traveler information, your name, you'll make your cabin selection, the type of cabin that you would want, and you'll click Submit for that. Now, at that time, you're not making any payment. You're not entering credit card information, none of that. You're just filling out saying, hey, this is who I am, this is what I'm looking for, what I would want. You submit that, and what happens after that is that goes to Kelly. She receives that, and she's going to double check that to make sure that we have the type of room that you want available. And then you will receive an email from Kelly within 24 hours that is your cabin hold information. With that email that you receive from Kelly, you simply review the data to make sure that that indeed is the cabin that you would like to book. If you decide to do so at that time, then you would make that $500 deposit and you are officially booked for the cruise. With these, we have very limited availability, so they will likely go fast. Now, here on the Travel Scout Deals channel, the way that you will know that we still have the deal available and we have rooms that you can book is by the video thumbnail. If all of the cabins that we have available are gone, we will have a sold out banner on the thumbnail like you see on the screen right now. If the banner is not there, we still have rooms available at the deal price. So look, thank you so much for watching today. If you want to check out all of the deals that we have available, be sure to check out our channel page. And if you want to stay up to date with the latest news in the cruise industry, be sure to check out our main channel called The Travel Scouts. But God bless each of you, and we'll catch you in the next video.